The alien council chamber was filled with bright lights, floating screens, and the confident voices of leaders from dozens of star systems. They all watched the same message repeating again and again. It was Earth's final warning. It was simple, calm, and spoken without fear. We are holding back. Do not push us. Many alien leaders laughed the moment the message ended. Their voices echoed through the large chamber like proud thunder. They believed humans were only pretending to be strong. To them, Earth was still a young world, new to the galaxy, and too emotional to be taken seriously. They thought humanity could make noise but not real danger. But one alien did not laugh. He was a young officer named Varric, from the Jaren race. His eyes were sharp, and his instinct was stronger than the older leaders. As the others joked about Earth's message, Varric watched the screen again with silent focus. He felt something different in the tone. Something cold. Something controlled. Something very dangerous. Varric stepped closer to the council table and whispered, "This is not a bluff. Humans are speaking calmly, but their calm is warning us. They are hiding something." No one listened. The High Commander of the Empire waved his hand. Earth is scared. They want peace because they know they cannot fight us. We will crush their defenses in one strike. Another council member laughed loudly. Humanity is loud, but their weapons are small. Their armies are new. Their ships are simple. They cannot stand against the Empire. Varric kept staring at the message. He did not see fear in the human eyes. He saw patience. And patience always meant danger. He felt a strange chill spread across his back. Meanwhile, far away on Earth, the atmosphere inside the human command center was completely different. There was no chaos. There was no fear. Only calm voices and focused faces. Earth's top commanders stood around a glowing map of the solar system. Red dots marked the incoming alien fleets. The human commander, an older man with silver hair, spoke quietly. "They are coming with full force. The Empire wants to scare us," another officer replied. "Should we send out warnings? Should we call for allies?" The commander shook his head. "No. We do not need help. And we do not need fear. We only need patience. Let them come." Earth had been preparing for decades. While the galaxy underestimated humans, humans used their time to study, build, and design weapons no one had ever seen before. Their greatest strength was that no one believed in them. And humans used that disbelief as a shield, hiding their true power behind silence. Back in the Alien Council, the decision had already been made. The Galactic Empire would attack Earth with its full fleet. Thousands of ships armed with high-class weapons began moving toward the solar system. The aliens were smiling, talking about their victory before the battle even started. Varric walked beside his commander and spoke softly. "We should send scouts. We should at least study their defenses." His commander laughed and placed a heavy hand on his shoulder. "Young Varric, you worry too much. Earth is small, weak. They only talk big. They have nothing that can stop our fleet." Varric wanted to argue, but he knew it was useless. No one wanted to hear the truth. Their pride was too loud, and pride loves too blind. Hours later, the alien fleet jumped into the edges of Earth's space. Their ships shined like metal mountains, filling the dark sky. But the moment they arrived, something strange happened. Every alien ship received the same message. A new, human voice spoke. It was calm, it was cold, it was not afraid. Last warning ignored. Humanity is now unleashed. Varric's heart sank. This does not sound like a weak species. Inside the fleet, the alien captains looked at each other with confusion. Many tried to laugh to hide their growing fear, but the silence between them told the truth. Something was wrong. The humans sounded too ready, too calm, too confident. Suddenly, alien scanners detected strange movements around Earth's orbit. Small signals at first, then many more. Then thousands of human ships were appearing. But they were nothing like the simple ships the galaxy knew. These were larger, silent, shaped like deadly predators. Their metal bodies reflected no light. Their engines made no noise. It was like they'd been waiting in the shadows. Alien captains panicked. Where did these ships come from? Why were they invisible before? No one had answers. On Earth, the human commander gave a single quiet order. Do not fire. Let them see. At that moment, a massive energy wall appeared around the entire solar system, a bright shield of pure light. A barrier so large and so powerful that even the alien fleet gasped in shock. No species in the galaxy had ever created such a defense. It was impossible. It was unbelievable. It was terrifying. One alien captain whispered, "This cannot be. Earth does not have this kind of power." Varric closed his eyes. They told us they were holding back. We refused to listen. Human ships moved into formation. Their weapons glowed with silent energy. Their lights flickered with controlled power. But the humans still did not fire. They only sent one more message. Turn back. This is mercy. The alien fleet froze. The calm tone felt more dangerous than any weapon. Every alien leader realized it's the same truth at the same moment. Earth had not been afraid. Earth had been warning them, and now humanity was no longer holding back. Asterisk, the alien fleet hung in silence, caught between fear and disbelief. None of them had expected this. They came expecting a weak world that would kneel. Instead, they found a fortress wrapped in light. Guarded by human ships that looked nothing like the old models the galaxy remembered, Varric stood on his bridge, staring at the glowing shield that stretched across the solar system. It was massive. Too massive. No known species had ever created a protective barrier over an entire star system. Even the mighty Empire could barely shield a single city. Varric whispered, "How did Earth build this without anyone knowing?" His captain ignored the question. Pride still lived inside him. It must be unstable. Fire a test shot. We will break through. A beam of blue energy shot from an alien battleship and hit the solar shield directly. The beam exploded brightly and then vanished. No effect. No crack. Not even a shimmer. The shield simply absorbed it like a drop of rain, falling onto an ocean. Inside Earth's command center, humans watched calmly. The commander folded his arms and said, "They will test it again. They always test what they fear." He was right. A second alien ship fired, then a third. Then the entire front row of the fleet launched missiles. Torpedoes, beams, everything they had. But the result was the same. The solar shield did not move. It did not weaken. It did not even blink. The alien fleet's confidence began to rot. One commander shouted, "Increase firepower." Another yelled, "This cannot be real." But firing more only made their fear grow. Back on Varric's ship, silence returned. The crew stood frozen, staring at the shield like it was a living monster. Varric finally spoke. "We were wrong about them." Every leader was wrong. Humans are not fighting like beginners. They are fighting like a hidden empire. Before anyone could respond, the human ships moved. Not fast, not aggressive, just silent. Dozens, then hundreds, then thousands of them glided forward from behind the shield. Their shapes were sharp and deadly, like giant metal wolves stepping out of a long, dark forest. They formed a perfect formation, so clean it looked unnatural. One alien officer whispered, "Are they waiting for us to shoot again?" Varric shook his head. "No, they are thinking." The human commander watched the alien fleet from his screen. His voice stayed steady. "Keep advancing, but do not shoot. Show them we do not fear their weapons." To the aliens, it felt like humans were walking calmly through fire. The Empire fired again. Thicker beams, larger missiles, heavier blasts. But before the weapons reached the shield, human counter systems activated. Every missile fell apart midair. Every energy beam bent away. Every torpedo exploded harmlessly. Humanity seemed untouchable. The aliens began to panic. Why are their systems so advanced? Why did no one report this? Did humans hide an entire war program? The truth was simple. Yes, they hid everything. The first human ship broke formation and moved forward. It was small, only 2/3, the size of an alien cruiser, but its scanner signature was terrifying. Alien computers scanned it and instantly malfunctioned. The ship's core energy reading was too high to understand. On Varric's ship, alarms screamed. "We cannot scan it. Our system cannot read the power source." "What kind of engine is that?" The captain gritted his teeth. "Fire on that ship." Now, a heavy alien beam shot across space, and curved away. Not hit a shield, not hit armor. It simply curved away from the ship. Like the laws of physics had changed. Varric's eyes widened. They have gravity weapons. Full control. Control of gravity was something only ancient myth-level civilizations were rumored to have. Humanity now had it. The human commander finally gave an order. Let them understand. Target weapon systems only. Human ships glowed. Their cannons are some. Their engines brightened. And then, a single volley fired. Just one. The alien frontline fleet exploded in a silent wave of destruction. Ship after ship vanished into dust. Some broke into pieces. Others simply dissolved. The entire attack took less than 3 seconds. Varric grabbed his chair to keep himself steady. His heart raced. That was not war. That was control. Alien commanders almost cried. No species can destroy battleships that easily. This is impossible. What technology is this? But humans remained calm as if this was normal. Inside Earth's command center, the atmosphere was still steady. No excitement. No joy. Just quiet focus. The human commander's expression did not change. Hold position. Let them feel the silence. Silence was the greatest weapon now. The aliens could not escape it. They could not outrun it. They could not understand it. The Empire's high command watched from their distant capital. Their screens showed the destruction in real time. The hologram of Earth's last warning replayed again. We are holding back. Now the meaning was clear. Humanity had not been threatening the Empire. Humanity had been protecting the Empire, protecting them from what would happen if humans truly joined the war. Varric walked to the front window of his ship. He stared at Earth, shining below like a blue jewel wrapped in a barrier of light. For years, the galaxy believed humans were emotional and reckless. Now he saw the truth. Humans were dangerous not because they were angry, but because they were calm, and nothing is more frightening than a calm species with unmatched power. Suddenly, alien ships received a new transmission. The voice was human again, steady like before. We do not want to destroy you. Turn back now. This is your final chance. Varric closed his eyes. He knew humanity was not asking. They were warning. And this time, the galaxy understood the warning. The alien fleet floated in silence after the destruction of the front line. The giant battlefield that once echoed with power now felt like an empty graveyard. Smoke and broken metal drifted through space, all created by a single human volley. No one spoke. No one moved. Even the hum of alien engines felt weaker, like fear had absorbed their strength. Varric stood frozen at the command deck. His hands were cold. His voice could not rise. All his life, he believed humans were a small threat, a young species with growing technology. But after seeing the solar shield, the silent human ships, and their impossible weapons, he understood one thing very clearly. Humanity had never been weak. Humanity had only been quiet. The alien captain swallowed his pride, his voice trembling. Prepare. Prepare to retreat. We cannot win. But before any ship could turn, every screen on every alien vessel suddenly went black. A strange, deep vibration shook their systems. Lights flickered. Engines locked. Varric held his breath. What is happening now? The screen slowly lit up again. This time was not a warning. It was a shadow, a massive shape bigger than anything the galaxy had ever seen, slowly rose from behind Earth's moon. It was silent, yet its presence filled every alien heart with a cold, paralyzing fear. One alien officer screamed, "Is that a planet?" Another cried, "No, it is a ship, a warship." Varric whispered the words like a prayer. This must be Project Unbound, humanity's final hidden creation, and it was terrifying. Project Unbound was more than a ship. It was a titan, a floating mountain of dark metal, glowing silently with deep blue energy veins. Space looked small around it. Stars bent around its shape. Even gravity seemed heavier in its presence. The alien captain collapsed into his chair. No. No species should have this kind of power. Varric felt weak, but he kept standing. He realized something important. Humanity did not build this for war. They built it to prevent war. Unbound was not a weapon. It was a message. Inside Unbound, the human commander stood with his hands behind his back. His eyes were calm. His voice remained steady when he spoke through every alien monitor. "You attacked our home. You ignored our restraint. Now you will understand what we have been hiding." The ship's energy veins brightened. A giant ring at its front began to rotate slowly, but with enormous power. Alien sensors tried to scan it, but every computer crashed instantly. No one could understand the weapon. Not a single species, except humans. A deep hum spread across the battlefield. It was not sound. It was pressure, something heavy and ancient, like the universe itself was waking up. Alien ships shook violently. Their weapons overheated. Their engines powered down. Varric held the edge of his console to keep from falling. "They are bending gravity. Around all of us," the captain's voice cracked. "This is not technology. This is evolution." The ring on Unbound glowed brighter, and then it fired, but not at the alien ships. Instead, a beam of pure white energy shot high into empty space, splitting the darkness. The light was so bright that alien ships had to shut their windows. The beam did not destroy anything. It simply showed power. A silent declaration. The human commander spoke again, calm and controlled. "One shot can destroy a star. You attacked us. But we will not answer with destruction. We answer with warning." The alien fleet nearly fell apart in fear. Back on the alien homeworld, the Emperor watched the broadcast with shaking hands. His advisors muttered hopelessly, "We cannot fight this. We must beg for peace, or we lose everything." Finally, the Emperor whispered, "Open a channel. I will speak to Earth myself." It was the first time in centuries that the Empire, proud and tall, lowered its head to another species. On Varric's ship, the screens changed again. The Emperor's image appeared, his face pale with fear. "Human commander," he said softly, "we request negotiations. We request peace. Full peace." Inside Unbound, the human commander nodded slowly. "We are willing to talk. But understand one truth." He leaned forward. Earth brightened behind him. Unbound glowed like a giant sleeping beast. "We held back because we prefer peace. But peace is not weakness. If you attack us again, the galaxy will not recover from what follows." The Emperor bowed his head. "We understand. We will sign any treaty you demand." The transmission ended. Varric exhaled sharply. The fear in the air slowly faded. He watched the human commander fade from the screen, and for the first time he smiled. Humans. They fight with power, but choose peace. The galaxy never saw a species like this. His captain nodded slowly. "Remember this well, Varric. Humanity is dangerous not because they want war, but because they refuse war until they have no choice." Varric looked at Earth again, glowing beneath the solar shield. The blue planet did not look small anymore. It looked powerful, mysterious, alive. Hours later, the treaty was completed. The alien fleet lowered its weapons and began retreating. Human ships did not chase them. Human cannons did not fire again. Humanity had already proved its point. As Varric's ship turned away from Earth, he spoke softly to his crew. "From today onward, no one will ever mock Earth again. They unleashed their power only to stop the war. That is not weakness. That is true strength." His words stayed in the silent ship long after the planet grew smaller in the distance. At the same time, Back inside Unbound, the human commander watched the stars through a giant window. He whispered to himself, "We warned them. Now they know. Let the galaxy remember. Humans seek peace, but we never kneel." Project Unbound powered down. Sinking once again into the shadows of space, waiting, watching, guarding, humanity remained calm. Humanity remained peaceful. But the galaxy would never forget what happened that day. Earth was holding back. And when humans finally unleashed their true power, the whole galaxy trembled.